that just crossed me must have shit himself. I saw his face change when when I was pulling. That was funny. You can really feel that the cold air is like really making the car feel a lot more responsive and boost more. It does a difference with that for sure. I can feel it. It feels much more rowdy, but kind of sucks because it's at those times that you don't have as much grip. It always spins. Even if it's dry like this and cold, as soon as it's cold, it's like it always spins. Even when I think I have grip, it still spins. Like it's just the all-wheel drive doing its thing. But some of the wheels are spinning because I can smell it after. It smells like burnt rubber. I know, like, I don't know if it's possible with these cars, but I think it would help if, it would make it even faster, I think. If maybe you could put a tighter converter on these automatics. Because you can feel there's like a lot of play when you had boost like this, it's like, you feel that tighter converter would help for sure. Like if it's possible on these, I don't know. I know a lot of cars you can do that, but I don't know for these Q50s, the automatics they have. But it would make them a lot faster, I'm sure. Probably break more also, but when I do like multiple pulls and accelerations at high speeds, after that sometimes I can hear like the diff or the drive shaft. I'm not sure. Something that can be a problem in the long run. That's why I think maybe in the winter, end of winter, I might upgrade the drive shaft and diff, or the drive shaft I think is easier, cheaper to do. I heard like another shop that tunes Infinities, they're really like more specialized in that. This shop, when you schedule like stage 1 or 2 with them on these Q50s, they recommend doing a drive shaft upgrade because of the bushings or bearings. I'm not sure, something that's like under power like this, it shows signs of wear, and it sounds like it's gonna like break, but it's not actually. Or I'm not sure. It's just they specify that it should go with it. It's recommended. I don't remember the reason why, but on their website they say why. I think it's like $400-$500 more. Not sure, but if you count the tune, the catless downpipe, and things like that, it really adds up. And if you want downpipes with cats, it's like even more. Can get really, really expensive. I mean, it's not a new car that's like crazy or anything, so it's not worth putting that much money, to be honest. I went with good catless downpipes that are well made by my buddy, and stage 2 tune with like upgraded air filters. I don't think like that's another thing, like getting cold air intakes is like, okay, you'll get some gains, but I don't think it's major. It's better, I think, to put money on good filters, and then the ones I have, they're washable. You can clean them up. They last a long time that way. And instead of put money on the intercooler, I think it's smarter on these cars. Because from what I noticed, it really is it's a turbo car, like 6-cylinder, like they all get heat soak, you know, no matter what brand. It's a C43 or it's a M340i or just a M3 with an inline 6. It's the same thing, like they all heat soak. That's why I can feel like a big difference with how cold it is right now, and how the car responds and pulls. Like, you just need an intercooler. I think it's a smart buy. And drive shaft, yeah. If you don't like launch it all the time and go crazy all the time, I think you're fine. Like me, I could stay like that, I think. Because, like, it's for reliability also. The intercooler will bring the temps down. I think it's better for longevity. Although this Q50, the Red Sport, has 2 oil coolers for the oil, so that on that aspect the car is good. It's just the intake temps and whatever, the intercooler, that are a bit more of a problem, I'd say. Because when I was doing passes when the car was stock, even it was heat soaking. So like I did 1 pass, then 2, I did like 1 pass, the car was fine, pulse nice, and second pass you can actually feel the difference with how it heat soaks. It's nothing major, but like you won't get the same times, and it takes a while. Like, that's what heat soaking is, actually. Is like just not you wait 10 minutes and the car's cool. It's not like heat soaking is like really when it takes really long time before the car like cools up and the system recuperates. So on these cars, this is what happens, even stock. So making like 120 wheel on torque and HP is like, it's gonna heat soak more for sure, no doubt. months a year with cooler weather, like in fall and spring. So it's generally a bit colder, and they recommend doing the intercooler, like if you're in a place that's really warm, like Texas and Florida, for example, then they really say that you should do it. Like, it's almost a necessity. I mean. Otherwise, it's great. Like, it doesn't take oil. It's like it dries well. What I feel the most difference in is the automatic mode. When you put it in D and you put it in standard. It depends. Like each tuner is different, but I think the one I dealt with was PFI tuning. It's in south of Montreal. I think those places. Around Montreal, let's say. They came to the shop, installed the parts of my car to tune it, so it's like key in hand. You just drop the car there, they tune it, they install the parts for you, so it's an easy process. The tuner comes. Did a street tune on this car, which I don't really mind. A lot of people will say, "Oh, go on a dyno and stuff." I don't think it's that relevant, to be honest. Like, from seeing how this tune performs, you don't need to go on a dyno, to be honest. Like, unless you really want to know the numbers you're gonna get, and even then, you'll say numbers and people will like say, "Oh, you were on a dyno that gives more or less," or it's like, and the temperature and the cooling on a dyno is more optimized, I guess. It's a bit more controlled, I think. So there's some things you might not see on the dyno that you could see in real life, and I think vice versa. So it depends. But from my experience, the car is like running fine. Just when I was really pushing the car on the highway, one time or two, it actually cut off a bit of power, I think, because it hit the boost limit, I would think. It really felt and sounded like it was that, because the car wasn't hurt or anything. It drove fine. It didn't shut off or nothing like that. It just bogged like it hit a boost cut. I left it like that because I think it's better to be safe. I could maybe ask them to like remove it and be YOLO, but don't want to explode the car either. But otherwise, it's been flawless. Like, you change spark plugs, which I think you really need to do on this car, because unless the car is brand new, maybe you could tune with a stock spark plugs, but otherwise, do like they did with me. They put in GK spark plugs that are colder, gapped. So I think that's the best way to do things. You just tune the car. Spark plug, lower down pipes. Even catalyst like this, it's not that loud. Actually, it's like right here is it's not bad. It's just when you're on a stop or a light, you accelerate and let the car rev, then it will be loud. That's for sure. But if you just leave it in standard, like this, it's not bad. And yeah, the biggest difference is on the shifts. That's what I noticed. Although there's nothing to tune the transmission computer, it still makes a difference, like on how it's gonna shift. So that's sluggish, a bit more crisp, I'd say, but it won't be like a PDK, of course, or ZF, but this is a Q50, like the transmission is like slow. But when you're in drive, standard or sport, whatever, if you just press a bit on the gas, it will downshift really quick. At least for me, how they tuned it. It downshifts really quick and it's really responsive. Like, it wouldn't slow me down like other cars or before, where there was a massive delay when I was pressing the pedal before it downshifts. Now it's like really like just slightly press on it, it's gonna downshift. You press a bit more and it will drop 2 gears. It's like really like predictable, and I like that. And when I say the torque converters, it's not slipping, but it takes a while before it grabs and it's loose. I think this is when it shows up the most, like when because there's a big delay before it grabs and it actually goes. And that's not because of the transmission or anything. I think it's really the torque converter. Like, it's all like to be comfortable and drives nice. It's not supposed to be like a crazy sports car or anything. It's just like a sports sedan. But I can't wait. I'll try to do when there's a bit more snow. I'll try to really push the car and do donuts with it. Like, it should be pretty nice. Because before it was like. And these cars, something to know, they drift really well. But you have to know that. I don't know for the regular Q50 because they don't have Sport Plus, but the Red Sport has it. And I know that in Sport Plus, the back of the car, it will spin and do donuts really easily when you're in Sport Plus. If you're in another mode, I don't know about personal. If you put everything maxed out on personal, I don't know if it does the same thing. But I know that Sport Plus allows for some a bit more tail happy moves with the car. There's a difference. Because if you're in standard mode, for example, and you try to kick the back of the car, it will do it, but you'll feel the all-wheel drive try to correct it and put the car back straight. If you really floor the gas and whip the car, it will overrun that. But as soon as you slow down a bit and your inputs are less aggressive, the car will try to put it back to straight. So, but with Sport Plus, it won't really try to do that. It will just like let you spin however you want the car, and it will spin a lot at first because the rear wheels are biased in this car. But since you spin the back and the car detects slip, it will try to get traction by having the fronts also move. So it will feel like the car won't spin anymore, but it will. If your inputs are good, it will spin just as good. You're just gonna spin on 4 wheels, that's all. And yeah, you have to be careful because these rear axles and the rear of this car, I think the diff is okay, but the rest is like it can't break. It can break if you're not careful. Like, it needs to be like a nice surface so that there's no like side hits on your wheels. So like if you're spinning with your tail and there's like a bump or anything and it hits that little bump of ice, or the car won't like that. They're not made to spin like that. But I think it's most all-wheel drive cars are like that. Just that some are stronger than others. But this one so far I haven't had any problems with. I did some donuts with it and it was fine. So, what's this guy doing with a mask? 2025, man.